You might not think that white space is a big enough topic to warrant its own video, but I beg to differ. White space in a design is not wasted space. White space or negative space typically refers to the space around elements in your design. The main purpose of negative space is to give your elements room to breathe and also to help create groups of elements. You can use white space to show users which elements are related. A great example of how to use white space in your UI is this footer from segment.com on the right. They have their footer divided into 4 columns, and there's quite a lot of space between each column. There's also white space between each of the links, between the top and the bottom of the footer, and also on the sides. This clever use of white space makes it easy to consume the information, and the design looks clean and modern. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video on grids, it's important to create a system for spacing, just like you would with a typographic scale. It's common practice to use 8 pixel increments for padding and margin to help create consistency. And you can set up a spacing system or a spacing scale that looks something like 8, 16, 24, 32. In the example, you'll see that the card on the left has 8 pixels padding between all of the elements. Now, this doesn't look bad, at least there's some padding. But if you look at the version on the right with 16 pixels padding between elements, you'll see that it's much easier to read and it looks less cluttered. When you add 8 of these on a screen, the effect will be magnified even more. This example shows you how white space can have a big impact, even if it's just an 8 pixel difference. Now let's get into how to style different UI elements.